Hello. So I'm going to demonstrate to you today how to disassemble a rifle, this particular type of rifle. To stay true to form, some of the things that I feel passionately about is our right to bear arms. And I have been active duty for 18 and a half years, almost half of my adult life. So this is a service rifle. Well, it is a lot like the service rifle, and I'm going to demonstrate how to take one apart. So safety is always number one priority. Okay, so what you see here is a charging handle. This is a little different than what service members have, but like I said, this isn't exactly like what service members use. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that there's not a round in the chamber, and there was one. It's always a good thing to check. No matter how confident you believe that your rifle is empty, it's always good to check it out. So there wasn't a magazine to begin with, however, this is your magazine release. And this thing just wants to be difficult today. Anyway, what you can see, let's see if I can get close to the camera, this little button here and here are what keeps the rifle, the upper receiver and lower receiver, attached to one another. Sometimes these things can be difficult. That's why I pulled my little tool out. Alright, let's see if I need one. Looks like I'm going to. But on the other side of the rifle, you'll see the other part of the button. You just push in, okay? So this side is pushed in partially, but the other side will not budge. So I'm going to pull my little multi-tool out. Of course, you don't want to damage your weapon, but they're sturdy. It'd be pretty hard to hurt the weapon. So just find something that will fit through the hole. Just push in. Sometimes it just requires a little extra help. Just pull it out all the way. Now they're not meant to come completely out. They will stop, as you can see. Okay? So this is your lower half. This is your upper half. You want to do this when you clean the weapon. And I haven't cleaned this in quite some time. If I can just get this charging handle to cooperate. That's not supposed to happen, however, it was stuck. I have a feeling that I've got bigger issues here, because as you can see the gouges in the metal there, which is probably why this isn't operating properly. Okay, so I'm going to have to work on this, either shave it down a bit. This is your charging handle, and this is your bolt. Now, you can bring this down even further if you like. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to do it for this demonstration, but allow me to show you this pin. Little recessed here is a little pin. It's like a little cotter pin. Looks like a little eye at the end. It kind of flanges. You would need to get like a pair of needle nose pliers. Get in there and pull it out. You can see the back side of it there, so you can help yourself. Maybe push that in a bit, and your firing pin will fall out, which is what you see in the middle, that silver thing in the middle. Okay, so so you take this apart. I would go ahead, me personally, would break this down completely. This thing needs to be broken down. I haven't done it in a while, and I've shot. One of those things you don't want to really admit openly, but to put this back in, you position the top, looks like a little snorkel, in there just like that. See, I'm not even doing it right, so I'm demonstrating how not to do it. You want to slide your charging handle in. Like I said, this charging handle is a little messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through to the point where I can't go any further. You're going to slide this in just like that. And if this thing was properly, this wasn't my rifle, I bought it to help a friend, and I think that they really messed this up. But anyway, this should slide right in just fine. But if it doesn't, then of course you've got a problem. Alright, sometimes you need to pull that out, see how it goes in and out just like that. Now it wants to play nice. Slide this in, and bam, it's back together. Now the charging handle wants to play. So what I did was I kind of slammed it in there, and now maybe I just worked it out. Okay, so it's tight. The charging handle probably needs to be replaced, but you want to push that all the way in. Take your bottom receiver, just like so. And it's real, I mean, it takes nothing more than common sense to figure this out. There's not that many pieces to this thing. Push that all the way in. And while you're holding it together, you push the pins back in, just like that. And now your rifle is back together. You're not going to see this on your typical rifle. This is aftermarket stuff that I've put on here to lighten the rifle up. A lot of people like to put scopes here. This rail system, as you can see, you can stick something on top of it and tighten it so you can interchange, put scopes on here, lasers. This little addition here is the same. Of course, I'm kind of breaking my cardinal rule, whether it's empty or not, never flag anyone or a computer other people are going to be looking at with your rifle. So you see what I did there. And because I've had recent, well, I say recent, couple of years, wrist surgery, I needed this forward assist because when it's in my shoulder, this wrist, sometimes it's hard for me to hold tight the way you're properly supposed to in order to shoot properly. So I use this to kind of take the load off. Let's see. Front sight post. This is an aftermarket rear sight. It's on top of the rail. You won't typically see this, especially on a service rifle. But anyway, I like using we call this iron sights. I don't like scopes. And this is a bayonet attachment here. So sling swivel. This is a aftermarket collapsible stock. Okay. And that's it. That's how you break down a rifle like this. I hope that you learned something. It's hard to extend my passions to something like this, but it's something that I believe in dearly and very familiar with. Went to Iraq with this little baby here, except in the Marine Corps we didn't have anything this fancy. Mine was longer, a little bit harder, but the longer the barrel, typically the longer the barrel, the more accurate the weapon. Okay, the longer the projectile has to travel down the barrel, down a rifle barrel, the more accurate that projectile is going to fly. Okay, all right. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.